Fans welcome. We're getting started late here, scrambling to start the first semifinal game of the 2021 DNA Swag Hoop Classic, and FHS right off the tip, and Blackyear coming off a big night on the board last night, lays it in for FHS to start, and this is going to be big. It's going to be the return of Feli Njai for Moncton High, who's creating offense already, 1-2 pass, and there is a missed shot there from the wing by Xander Annevert. Back the other way is FHS.
So I know you had a chance to talk with the coaching staff from FHS and got some very interesting news.
Yes, this is a big development late here. No Lance Mumbercat for the FHS Black Cats. A big loss for them because he is the man for them on, well, listen, they've got a couple of guys you can qualify that way, but he was so smooth and so good last night for them, but late in the game, tweaked his ankle a little bit. It swelled up. He got some physio this morning. The physio team here advised him not to go. Advanced Health and Physio said you shouldn't go. That'd be sacrificing a little bit. And, of course, this is a long season for Fredericton High. They've got high expectations of Aiken Center stuff. So as big as this tournament is for them and they want to win it, they're resting their man Lumbercat today. And inside for two.
So I got a chance to speak with Norval as well for Moncton High. And he had a few keys to the game. One was going to be rebounding for them. And he said we'd see a lot more zone play from them today with Feli Njai playing at the top of it, which should be exciting, and we're seeing that now.
Yeah, his long arms there could create havoc up top. And there goes Ewan Robertson, last night's player of the game for FHS, but well rebounded in there by Liam Wallace, who was terrific for them as well. And Wyatt Adu is the man in the starting lineup for Mumbercat, creating opportunities as well, but missed shot there. We're coming back the other way. And in the corner for three is Taylor McGovern, but inside is Chris Nicholson, who's been great all tournament for Moncton High, and he lays it in, and they're up 6-2 here early.
Nicholson's just doing what's normal right now at this point. It's just normal. He's going to be inside. He's going to be aggressive inside. He's going to rebound the ball, and he's going to finish.
He's going to be the win next man, and he's going to finish in there, absolutely. He's a guy who lost 50 pounds from last year to get into the shape he's in now, which is terrific shape.
I'm so impressed with that, too. Like
100%.
I can't get rid of three, and this guy managed to lose 50. I'm so impressed.
Hello, Liam Wallace from three. And speaking of impressed, I am super impressed with his game. Tough defensively, contributes offensively. Exactly the type of role player you want. Feli Njai, and that is a block from Ewan Robertson.
Njai already trying to make his presence felt, and
it's going to be by committee that FHS fills up those Lance Mumbercat minutes. You can't replace his production and leadership. It's one of a kind, but they're going to try with multiple bodies. And that one, nice bounce to Dylan Pyrick, but not able to finish from Annevert. And Blackyear, he's going to attack the glass. Gets rejected, but he's going to go to the line for two. Hard foul in there. We'll see who it goes on. Feli Njai was up there challenging, but I think it went to Nicholson. And it did, Chris Nicholson.
I don't think I don't think there's any players on either team that's just going to give you anything today.
No. They are, I mean, missing Mumbercat or not, FHS isn't coming into this game. Oh, I guess woe is me. I guess now we're the underdogs. We're not going to win. That's not going to be their attitude.
Well, and I mean, there's a long-standing relationship with Moncton High School and Fredericton High School. So
a little bit.
A
little bit. Couple of rivalry games.
Yeah.
They've met in the Aiken Center more than once.
Yeah.
FHS and MHS. Annevert using that screen from Nicholson. Not there. Nicholson swings it all the way over, and Pyrick's going to try a three. Misses Annevert and Blackyear, and Annevert undercuts Blackyear, and it's going to be a foul. Annevert's wondering how he got it, but didn't let Blackyear come down clean. The bodies are hitting the floor already here early. Lots of athletes on both teams.
We're here for a battle.
And that's 2 on Annevert already, and that's a big one. He is the engine that makes them go, and they're going to need some big minutes from the man coming in to replace him. Gentry Lead, who's been good as a grade 10, but this is a big game, and Speaking of big games, Ewan Robertson's a big game player, as he's shown already. Leading scorer for Fredericton High. And Feli Njai with a big step, but he misses the turnaround. Coming back the other way. Oh, and he's disrupted defensively and digs that one out. And the ball's out of bounds, and it's going to be White.
And that's what you have to do if you're Feli Njai right now. It's going to take a second to get your legs back under you and get yourself going.
That's for sure.
But on the defensive end, there's no excuse for that. You don't lose defensive rhythm.
No,
you
don't.
do that.
And he's got that length and athleticism to bother ball handlers. He's going to be asked to handle the ball a lot now, especially with Annevert out. See if they can get it into him. They do. He's going to pop a three, and it's long. And rebounded there by Wyatt-Adu. And again, another three up in the corner from Robertson, but it comes up short, but he chases it down. Dancel on the baseline. He's got to get rid of it. He's got a tough double team there, and Pyrick ties him up. And it's going back to Moncton. So FHS on a little 6-0 run here to take the lead. Moncton. A little bit of pressure here from Fredericton, looking to run and jump maybe. No, they're going to let Feli bring the ball up. And he's a do-everything, including the backup point guard for Moncton. They don't feel like they have a lot of depth at that position. And look at him create for Pyrick, and he's going to lay it in. Feli Njai dropping dimes here. The Crandall gym. Moncton, that press leaves wide open. Robertson comes up short. That's not going to be a recipe for success, I don't think.
Yeah. I feel like everybody's assist numbers should go up when you have guys like Nicholson and Pyrick to drop the ball off to.
You think?
I mean, they've been great passes, and I thought about this last night. Like the ball movement and the passes to these bigs has been phenomenal. But then I consider who these bigs are, and I'm pretty sure I could get a few assists off of them as well.
Blackyer guns it from three and swish, and it's a 3-point lead for Fredericton High. A couple more. Logan Choi making his first appearance for FHS off the bench. We didn't see him play at all. Game number 1. And Nicholson keeps it alive to Pyrick, who finishes with the right hand. Nice to have big guys with size and handles.
Absolutely.
And Pyrick's had a really strong tournament from the wing there. And a nice attempted save from Troy. Blackyer found himself up in the air. And Feli Njai did a good job getting wide there and cutting off that passing angle, causing the turnover. So Feli Njai to key it in. And it's Taylor McGovern handling the ball. Choi in his hip pocket. Tied up there. Nope. Ball Feli Njai's hands. Screen and roll with Nicholson. Njai. And he gets tied up there by Matthew LeBlanc, who also had a good game for FHS. The first game we watched. We, of course, didn't see them in one of their games against a 13-point game against McNaughton, so we don't know how that one went. The only one not played, tournament game not played in this gym this year.
I think this game's going to come down to a lot of execution because, and you're seeing it early that neither of these teams are rattled by the other team's pressure.
Nope, they aren't.
So it's just going to come down to the execution stuff.
Feli Njai, this is my first time really seeing him in a couple years, and his handle is tightened up since the last time I saw him. Really obviously worked hard at that, and he can handle the ball like a point guard there out top.
Yeah, I saw him play a couple times this summer, like over the summer and into the fall. And yeah, I actually said to him today, I'm excited to see you go today. Nice. I've been waiting all week for it.
Yeah, it's exciting. Moncton managed to go 2-0 without him, but they're surely better with him.
Yeah, and even to that point, when I was talking to Coach McConnell over there, that was one of the things he made mention of is their young guys taking advantage of the opportunity, seeing that they were shorthanded and they actually accepted it and went to work.
Leet was a guy that stepped up for sure.
That was the name the name he mentioned.
Oh yes, and McGovern as well, and Nicholson was terrific. And look at that outlet from Njai, run down by Taylor McGovern, but no success there by Moncton, shut off, and now it's coming back the other way with Robertson, and shut down by Nicholson. Lee coming back the other way, newly in the game for Moncton High. Choi cuts him off and steals the ball. And now they're on the floor, and it's going to be a tie-up, and it's going to go back to FHS. And Moncton High, that's going to be without Annevert on the floor for probably at least the rest of this quarter. You got to think, and maybe into the second, it's going to be those ball handlers taking care of it. Felienjai is going to need some help, and look at that seal. But Felienjai comes over and shuts the door on LeBlanc. He's sealed off in that low post well, but Felienjai and his long arms shut it down. Look at that spin move. And the finish, and won it and one. Didn't quite get it, but he is hyped. It's Felienjai showing everything he's got already.
Got a lot pent up.
I would think. And he gets that weak side rebound off the miss from Matthew LeBlanc. So Felienjai feels like he's taking it over a little bit here for Moncton. He's going to look to attack and set up his man in the corner, and he does. It's McGovern off the back rim, though. And FHS comes the other way with Choi into the corner, and that's out of bounds, but it was tipped by McGovern. McGovern doesn't seem to think so. Yeah, he didn't think he tipped it.
I mean, it's the right thing to say.
FHS. It is. Hey.
It's the right thing to say.
It's the right attitude. So this one, we and I talked about it this morning with my partner before you, and we had these discussions yesterday. We have had a tough time not getting intense, entertaining basketball, but close games.
Right.
We haven't had many of those.
Right.
This one's shaping up as it might be a tight one, so this is exciting.
Well, we're into the nitty-gritty now.
Yeah.
We're in semifinal action.
Yep.
So this is Hoop Classic semifinal action is a big deal to both of these teams. One, Moncton wants to make sure that they're in good position to make sure that the trophy doesn't leave the city.
Yep.
And Fredericton, well, they're just the type of guys that like to take things out of the city with that that way. So
they've been known to do that from time to time. Steal somebody's trophy and take it back to Fredericton. That's happened once or twice.
Yeah. So I expected this to be a good day for basketball on the men's side.
Yep.
And I mean the rest of the day for the ladies' side too. I expect to be a lot more competitive and intense as we prepare for Championship Saturday.
Yeah, those games, the games the rest of this day and tomorrow, I'm super excited for. And shot clock discussion here. Liam Wallace on the sidelines. Every time I say Liam, I want to say freedom. Did you get that William Wallace thing going? But I promise not to, because that would be silly. And I call that thing I am is silly.
I call that Dave Daving. That's what that is. That's just Dave Daving.
Good title and a nice kick ahead. Lee collects and he's going to attack the glass, but he gets blocked from behind by Caleb Schulten into the game for FHS. Got his hand on that one, and he's going to drive baseline. Swung all the way back to Black here. Not there. It's going to come up to Robertson. He's going to attack, but he kicks it to the corner. Finds its way to Schulten. He finds it to Black here. He's got no choice but to attack. Comes up short.
I really enjoyed and was impressed with Black Ear in the second half of the game yesterday. I mean, he was consistent all game, but that second half was he really stepped up.
They're going to need him to be really good today with the absence again of Lance Mumberket. And I don't know about that one. Seemed like Lee kind of slid by it a little bit, but I love Wallace's game, and he stood in there and took it. Well done again from Liam Wallace. Defensively, he's been stalwart for FHS in the two games we've seen. Robertson handling the ball for FHS, calling for a screen from Wallace. Wallace has a three and takes it and makes it. That was easy.
So somebody's looking to fill some gaps today.
You think? Mumberket has big shoes to fill. He does a lot of things on both ends of the floor and leadership-wise for FHS. Felly, nice 1-2 there. And wide open. Wide open was, Andrew Smith, and he just wasn't able to make it. Other way, pushed by Blackier. Missed. Nick and McGovern pushes up to Njai. He's going to attack on the bounce. Nice kick to McGovern. He's going to try a three, in and out. Well rebounded by Smith. Back to McGovern, and now Pyrick's going to try. Short.
Based off of the way Moncton's playing offense right now, they're going to need McGovern to hit a few of those shots because they're going to be open for him, and he's going to have to keep taking them, but he's going to have to knock a few down.
FHS is going to do a lot of work trying to minimize the impact of NJI, so guys are going to have to hit shots around him. There's no doubt about it. So Liam Wallace ready to key it in for FHS again, tied at 14, 1:08 left, first quarter, first semifinal of the 2021 DNA Swag Hoop Classic. Up top, Robertson tries another three, misses. Nicholson, Windex man, gets it to his pal NJI. NJI with a big hit ahead to Pyrick, bounces in the corner. Nice look-away pass back to Pyrick, and he's going to finish for two. And McGovern, love that look-away pass from him. Good find. And MHS sitting back in that zone. Smith at the top, NJ on the wing, and he picks it off. And look at that, pretty behind the back, and he's got Smith with him, and he gives it off to him, and he lays it in with the left hand. Feli NJ doing everything for Moncton High, living up to the billing here in the first quarter of this matchup. Robertson spins, does a full 360, finds Scholten. That was pretty stuff.
Yeah, sometimes things work out.
A ballet type move in there from Robertson. Finds his man in the corner. NJ's got 7. Calling for a screen, and he kind of goes against it, and he finds his man in the corner, and it's McGovern again, and a back rim, and a miss. And a nice tight first quarter here in Crandall Gym between the Fredericton High Black Cats and Moncton High Purple Knights. And it ends 18-17 for Moncton High. All right, fans, so we're going to talk to you again about Saint LeBlanc Sports Photography. We want to let you know that they're photographing all these games here. So fans in or out of the Moncton area, please go to the either men's or women's website. You can find that. Just Google DNA Swag Hoop Classic on the Google machine. You can find it. And photos are going to be $20 each or $40 for all photos taken of one player for the entire tournament. And believe me and Tia when we tell you, right, Taya? That is a value.
She's phenomenal.
She's excellent, and it's going to be stuff that you've got for the rest of your life for your kids because she is excellent at her job. And if game photos haven't yet been posted, when you go to look, just be patient. They're busy all weekend. I know she's even got a showing of her photograph somewhere today that she's going to be stepping out, and Matthew Shess, her assistant's going to be coming in. So they do great work, so please support them and head to their website. And I'm getting a Timbit from our cameraman. How's that?
I went quiet because I felt like the Timbit should have priority.
How do you go wrong with a cameraman that's doing a good job and brings you Timbits? So I'm going to chew with I'm going to have my mouth full for the next 20 seconds here, fans. Sorry.
Guys, when your cameraman shows up and gives you your Timbits, you just eat them. We've got a stellar team right here.
Yeah, this is great broadcasting. You see this all the time with Jack and, the boys on TSN. They're always eating on camera.
Yeah, they only stop eating to talk to Drake, so Drake isn't showing up here, so we're going to eat.
Oh, Drake's not showing up here?
No, I got a call.
Oh, all right. I thought Drake was coming tomorrow. Now we both pause to take a drink at the same time. I'm telling you, we're pros up here. We're getting paid, obviously, richly for this. But
here's the thing, folks. We're preparing for Championship Saturday as well, so we're still in the training process.
Carb loading.
It'll be good tomorrow.
Carb loading. Smith used the screen from Nicholson. Pulls up for a 3. That's long, and Nicholson digs it out on the offensive glass. Nice spin. Can't finish, though. Comes off to Black here, pushing the pace. Evan Aru in the game for Moncton High. Man in the middle in that zone. Nicely beaten there by Robertson. And the drop-off to Sam Grant for 2. So it's still, without Mumberket, still a deep bench for FHS. They can go to still, I'd say, 8 or 9 guys, even with Mumberket on the bench. And a nice play there to Aru from Feli NJ, dropping dimes all over the place. In the Crandall gym is Feli NJ.
Yeah, and to your point, without Mumbercat, like this team is built to they're still going to play tough. They're still going to battle you, right? So,
like we said it yesterday, everybody in the FHS program, if you're going to get minutes, you can pass, dribble, and shoot.
Yep.
And that is, I mean, it sounds elementary, but you don't usually, teams aren't that deep with ball handlers, skilled ball handlers and shooters, and FHS has them. And Enjai gets the roll. Unfortunately, the roll is from the bar above the backboard. So wave it off. And FHS on a little mini run here is burst in front, 22-20. Ewan Robertson running the show. Over to Liam Wallace. Blackyear. Inside there to Wyatt Adu, who was the starter in place of Mumbercat. Ooh, and Ewan Robertson gets hammered there by Nicholson.
Great ball movement by both teams today too. Like we're witnessing really good basketball right now.
This is a really well played first 14 minutes we've seen here. Into the corner and missed. Almost run down there by McGovern. Can't quite get his hands on it. It's going to be another three by Blackyear. Comes up short, and there's our man Nicholson again on the glass. Up to Pyrick, and he's going to push the pace. And he finds in the corner. McGovern finds it way inside again to Pyrick. And that's going to be two at the line. So Pyrick with a nice start to his game. The grade 12 kid. Does so much for them, handles the ball a little bit, puts the ball on the floor, shoots it a little bit. Tough rebounder. He's kind of one of those all-around guys and a good athlete.
Gives you a little bit of everything.
Yes, he does. Kind of the opposite of myself and Taya. When we get on the floor, we give you a couple things, and then you better find the rest of it elsewhere.
You're good for a couple?
In the corner. And Robertson is filling it up in the absence of his backcourt mate.
Yeah, I'll give you one thing depending on how I slept the night before, and in that case you might only get half.
And a steal in there from Wallace and another foul on Nicholson. So 25-20 here.
So I just want to give a quick shout out. I'm following along on the YouTube
as you do
feed
so well
as we're going. We just hit our 100th viewer for this game so
nice.
far. So welcome to everybody who's here. I will tighten up my behavior. I thought I was only talking to a few people, so now that I see that, I will behave accordingly. Thank you.
Oh, you won't.
No, you're right.
You lie like a rug.
But at least if I say it, I can try.
Yep. There he is again, and it's raining threes for Ewan Robertson. Torching the twine is the grade 12 kid from Fredericton High.
Largest lead
to 8.
Yeah, largest lead of the game for either team too.
Pretty much single-handedly on his back. Feli Enjai not able to finish. And Robertson again, is he going to look? Nah, he's looking to push this time. Not able to finish. And Wyatt Adu takes a push in the back. And one thing we didn't mention, that last foul on Chris Nicholson, I think was his third. So that is tough business right now for Moncton High. And they've had to go deeper on their bench than we've seen so far.
I'm just happy for them that we can even say that about them right now, considering how the tournament started for them.
And there's a charge taken. Liam Wallace. Liam Wallace is my favorite player on FHS. He's not their best player, but he's my favorite player on that team. He has done all of the gritty stuff in the two games that we've seen.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's contributed offensively. I mean, he made that three at the top. Just the perfect role player for this FHS team, you can tell, playing off of these talented guards that they have. And that setup again. Robertson just off the back rim that time. Feli Enjai's got a man ahead, and he sees him, and he finds him in Gentry Leet. Love the calmness that he showed there. Absolutely. Collected himself, collected the ball, and popped it through, 28-22. And another three in the corner for guess who? Ewan Robertson. Get out your umbrellas in the Crandall gym.
So I do understand the philosophy from a coaching perspective of, playing through things. But at which point does Coach Smith have to take a timeout to get his team back in this?
I would say if this goes in and Blackyer sees Feli Njai coming and shuffles those feet, I think maybe the next, if there's another little mini run here from FHS, I'll be shocked if we don't get Neil Smith calling timeout. There is some teaching aspects to play your way out of it.
Yeah, but you're also in the semifinals.
You're also in the semifinals
now. This isn't a regular season situation
now.
It is not.
And he's got some foul trouble he's dealing with over there, is Coach Neil Smith. And a nice little Euro step from Feli. Collects his own miss, back up and in, and he's trying to take it over himself here. Feels like he needs to step up the way Robertson has for FHS. Blackyer, I'd be shocked, and there's Njai. Wallace just able to collect, and he gets another assist from Robertson, but he misses. And a nice rebound there from Pyrick. Boy, you held your breath there if you're a Moncton High fan. Robertson got another one up. Leet looks baseline, swings it back to Pyrick. And a good look inside for Smith, who collects. Drops the ball off for Jeremy Tipper. Misses a couple times.
He did a Euro step without taking a step. That was great. Very impressive.
And Robertson that's going to be a travel. Step before he caught it. And 31-24 here as we go to timeout. So fans, this is a display of talent so far in this first semifinal. And the story so far is Ewan Robertson for FHS.
Yeah. I mean, they were in a tight matchup, and he just flat out broke them open. And we were going 1 point up, 1 point down since the start of this game, and then all of a sudden he found a couple of spots and blasted this thing wide open.
And it's not like he took a bunch of heat check shots.
No.
Everything was in the flow.
Everything was in rhythm. His guards were finding him, like he was catching and shooting. He wasn't having to create the shot.
Yep.
He just had to get to where he was supposed to be. And props to his teammates who recognize that he's hitting a couple and he's feeling good, because he's hitting them and you see the celebration part. I watch for that, right? I watch for that, because if I see you hit a shot and you get excited, I'm coming back to you.
Yeah.
Because right now you're in one of those zones where it doesn't matter. You're just feeling tight. Let's go, right?
Give it to me.
So you feed that, right?
And it's not a selfish thing. It's give it to me because I'm going to put us on our back and I'm going to carry us. It's not like I want the glory. It's give it to me because I'm gonna make it again.
Yep.
And FHS, they're full of solid. We talked about ball handlers, shooters, passers. They're also high IQ guys.
Yep, and great teammates.
Yep.
They understand. Like, okay, he's hot right now. Fine. It's his day.
It's that when you watch the Golden State Warriors.
Right.
And Steph Curry is the better player, but it's always Klay Thompson that has that super explosive quarter, that 37-point quarter. And who enjoys it more? Nobody more than Steph Curry.
Right.
And that's that spirit that these guys seem to have about them too. And Feli Njai glides to the hoop, can't finish, but he's going to go to the line. And really, if he makes a couple here, and it's back to 5, and it really felt like it was getting away from Moncton a little bit, but they got it's only potentially 5 here with 4.5 left in the first half. And I think if Coach Neil Smith feels like he can get to half, with Annevert still having 2 and Nicholson still having 3. And being within reach, that'll be a win.
Yeah, I think at this point that kind of becomes the goal now. Like, if you can leave Annevert on the bench for a little while longer than you do, just because he sat so long anyway, I'd rather him come back out at halftime, get a little warm up, get his legs moving again, and then go.
Problem is Feli Njai missed 2 there. And look at that smart play. Did you see that from Wyatt Adu?
Absolutely.
Oh my, I love that. He knew he wasn't going to be able to get the 2 hands on it. He batted it to his teammate who laid it in. Great stuff from Adu, and he breaks up another pass. Man, I wish we had replays, because I want to watch that one again. That was so smart. Adu batted it to Grant. And kudos to Grant for getting the right position, and he takes him off. Coach, what are you doing? And almost a steal, and it is, and it gets to Robertson.
Who else?
Aaron Hicks stepped in there and created that turnover, and look at Blackyer with the step, but he misses with the left hand, and it's up to Leet. And he's got it one-on-one, shuffles his feet. Didn't get called for the travel, and rebound there by Wallace. And look at that run on the floor there by the grade 10. number 10, Aaron Hicks, but he misses the lay-in. 33-24. FHS missed a couple opportunities here to push it to double digits. Feli Njai with the Euro step,
So
not
long.
able to finish.
The amount of space he takes up once he picks up the ball is crazy.
Blackyer again and misses with the left. You feel like Njai maybe's forcing it just a little bit, though.
Yep, absolutely.
He wants to take this game over, get his team back in it. Just no flow just yet. Into Pyrick. Pyrick. Smith now forces one, follows his shot, but it's out of bounds. And back to FHS.
MHS just looks a little bit out of sync right now. Like they're not running through their stuff, and they seem out of place, and they're forcing up shots.
And they got Caden LeBlanc injured. They got one guy that might play a little bit here. He's injured, and they got guys in foul trouble. And Feli with his first game back. I mean, it feels a little discombobulated maybe for them right now. And FHS is just running their stuff. And it's going to find its way out to Matthew LeBlanc for three. He misses. The rebound in there, and it finds its way back out to guess who? Another corner three for Ewan Robertson. That jumper is soaking wet right now.
I understand Ewan Robinson didn't want to get fined there, but I did see the little bit of guitar action there.
Lee kicks it to Pyrick. Pyrick's got the baseline. He's going to take it, and he's going to, just rims out. And Blackyer pushing it into the corner for Matt LeBlanc, who takes it, uses his body, but doesn't finish, but kept alive there by Cam Evans. Another great 10 on the floor for FHS. Blackyer looking to attack Lee, and he does on the right hand. Rims out, and Feli Njai's got a chance to go. Doesn't have anybody with him right now, but he's going to take it 1-on-2, I guarantee you, and he does. But he does not finish. Again, Feli, and a really nice anticipation there by McGovern, and a dangerous pass by FHS leads to 2 for him.
I think he's going to be the X factor for me today.
Blackyer. Man. He's missed some layups, but he goes back out to that three-point line and finishes it. Njai's got to hurry to get the ball over half, and he does. And a turnover there by Tipper. The ball in the hands of one Ewan Robertson. Steps to the rim and finishes for 2 more. And this is getting a little bit out of hand for Coach Neil Smith and the Moncton High School Purple Knights. FHS is rolling. So if you're in the huddle for Moncton High right now, you're not going to, obviously he's decided I'm not going to bring back Nicholson. If he was going to bring back Annenberg, he would have already done it by now, I think, in this quarter.
Yep.
What's the recipe for narrowing this gap before the second quarter break?
Well, again, and we've talked, I can't even tell you how many times we've had this discussion throughout the tournament. But I think right now, it's a get it to 10 situation, right? Let's go into the locker room at 10, get our legs right, get some rest, come back, and we'll be ready to work. And so, yeah, I think that if I'm coaching Moncton right now, that's what I'm saying. Okay, guys, let's start running. Let's start the process now. Start running your stuff now.
Because if you don't get mentally back in this now, then it's going to be out of hand.
Well,
there's still time now.
Dave, with a minute 24 left, we know enough to know that FHS can still put 10 more up on there.
That's right.
If you don't get mentally in this now.
Absolutely. Because they've been explosive so far here, and really it could be worse. There's been some Blackyer's gotten to the rim innumerable times, not quite finished as much as he usually does. This could have been a bigger margin, and that's not what they talked about at the timeout, I suspect. But Pyrick, he's going to put it up on the glass, and I love the rough and tumble way he plays. He doesn't shy away from contact at all. He knows how to get himself to the line. And Pyrick's going to try to pull this back by a couple of points. Makes the first. So you thought maybe McGovern might be the X factor for Moncton High here the rest of this game?
Yeah, he seems to be in the shots weren't falling for him early, but he seems to be in the right places and making good decisions and being aggressive.
And Moncton's not helping themselves at the line either. That's a few misses for him.
He's being all the stuff they need from somebody right now.
They're going to need a lead. They're going to need a Lee. They're going to need McGovern. They're going to need somebody to make to make some offense here, make some shots. Opposite from Annevert. Even when Annevert comes back on the floor, they're going to need some more shooting in the second half from those types of guys. So you got to figure, let's get a hoop and a stop and a hoop if you're Moncton High. And makes himself available, does McGovern. Nice find, too, from Feli Njai. That's what Feli can do. Don't overdo it. Don't force it for yourself too much. And that's a dangerous pass up top from Black here, but it makes it to Robertson. Driving the baseline was Hicks.
Knocks down the floater.
Nice floater from him. And Moncton's going to need one here. A hoop late would lift their spirits a little bit. They're down 14 now. Look at that give and go. And he takes a hit. This Taylor McGovern, he's slow to get up, and it's 5-on-4 down the other way. Look at the unselfishness. Over to Black here for three. Secured. And they're going to go into the half. And a 43-29 deficit. And McGovern ain't happy with the no call, and neither is Neil Smith. And I like hearing the discussion from Coach Smith. He's telling his guys to get out of the way. It's my discussion to have with the referee, not yours. And he feels like McGovern got knocked around out of there and didn't get a call to end the half, and it's a frustrating end to a frustrating half for Coach Neil Smith.
Yep. But again, get in the room, get back to the drawing board. You're
back out with Annevert.
I was going to say,
put Nichols. I mean, I don't know what your coaching style is, but if I've got a guy with three, if I'm down 14 on a semifinal of an important tournament, I'm rolling with my guys.
Yep.
Foul trouble be damned, and if it happens, it happens. But I'm going to try to play with my guys.
Well, and this is your opportunity to prepare for that, right? You go into the locker room. Okay, look, we know we have Nicholson in foul trouble, but we need him on the floor. Yep. So, what's the plan? Right, and how do we protect that? So, because we're going to have to put him on the floor, how do we keep him there?
Yep.
Right.
And they usually do put him at the back of that zone in the middle. But, I mean, if FHS is going to attack, he's going to be the guy that's going to be there protecting that rim. And maybe you tell him, look, hands up, don't be as physical as you. But, I mean, telling a guy like him to not be as physical might be telling the sun not to rise. But
it's a tough sell.
It is.
It's a tough sell.
So 14-point lead for the FHS Black Cats at halftime of semifinal one of the 2021 DNA Swag Hoop Classic. Myself, Dave Tingley, and Taya Bailey will be back after the break. See you in about 8. All right, as Norval McConnell marches back into the gym with his shorts, we are going to start the second half of the first semifinal of the 2021 DNA Swag Hoop Classic, 43-29, Moncton High School over FHS.
I like to think Coach McConnell just stays ready. He might
Listen,
if he has to go in.
He's in his shorts because he wants to play.
Yeah, if he has to go in, he's prepared.
And would you want to guard him right now,
Absolutely
even at his
not.
age?
Nope.
I wouldn't want to guard him.
No.
No.
He knows too much.
I've seen the old tape of him.
Yeah.
In his days at X and at Mount A, and I wouldn't want to have played against him.
No.
No, thank you. So Moncton High, Annevert back on the floor. So this is a key. This start of the second half is a super key stretch for Moncton High. And we'll see what the call is there. I didn't see. I guess on the screen a little bit handsy there. Somebody from FHS. So Annevert's going to key things back in for Moncton High.
Number 11 picked that one up. You know you have the names with the numbers.
Sam Grant.
There you go.
Is the man with the foul. Feli Njai gets up in the air, finds Pyrick, who lays it in. That's what you want to see from Feli. Not force it, not overplay. Take what's there. Drop dimes, because he did. I mean, for the tough first half he had, he certainly created some nice stuff for Moncton High off the bounce. So 43-31, FHS.
And it'll be interesting to see how he responds now with Annevert and Nicholson back in the game.
And look at that.
There's a little less he has to be responsible for.
100%.
Right?
And that is the other thing that Annevert's going to bring back to the Knights is grit and intensity on the defensive end. He got down on that floor and batted it off an FHS player out of bounds. He's not going to back down. And he had all that first half to rest after his 2 fouls. He's got plenty of energy and bounce left in his game. Kicks to Pyrick into the corner to Nicholson, who's back on the floor with his 3. Very nice 1-2 to Feli Njai, but he comes up short on the 3. Exactly what you want out of Moncton, though. Blackyear on the attack. He's had a rough game. He's getting to that rim, but he's having a tough game finishing his Blackyear. A nice pass to Pyrick from Feli Njai. That's what you like to see. Moncton's got it back to within 10 already, and a turnover almost, but Annevert touched it out of bounds.
Those are the tough ones when you realize if I hadn't have touched it, we'd have had the ball.
Yeah. Get back here. Don't reach. Too late. Oh, Robertson creating. What a game for him.
You want to just do player of the game now?
Yeah, I think we're good.
We're done here.
Brennan, we're going to give player of the game to number 8 for Fredericton. It's already decided.
Yeah, we're all done here.
We're good. It's wrapped up. We haven't been that concerned about who's scoring more points here, for what game, what the stats are. We haven't really. And I haven't gone to the bench. I was going to go to the bench at halftime to see I'm not sure how many you put up in that first half. It was a lot.
And for me, it's not even so much the point scoring right now, because that's big. It's the moment, like what he's done to the game, right? He's totally changed the look of this game in the first half, and obviously looks to be ready to continue.
Oh, pretty stuff there from the guy you highlighted as being key to this game.
I like him.
For Moncton High, Taylor McGovern, spin move and a drop off. And Annevert on the board for the first time this game. FHS now with Matt LeBlanc up top, trying to struggle. Oh, and that is a huge play in this game right there. Robertson went back door, and we got 4 fouls, unless I'm mistaken, on Nicholson. I think it's his 4th, and it is. That is huge stuff. And Moncton's going to go small with Andrew Smith coming in. And the grade 11 kid's going to be asked to give some important minutes for Moncton if they're going to make their way back into this game. Huge call. Nicholson to the bench. He's been so big for them. And that to me, and I didn't say anything, but that looked like a clean block to me.
It did to me as well.
That looked like a no call. That looked like a play on. So unfortunate for Nicholson. Annevert. Blackyear right in his grill. Uses the screen. Does Annevert. Nice drop pass to Pyrick. Not able to finish, but he's fighting in there for it. He digs it out to Smith for 3, and that's his role, and they need some of those to go. Moncton High from guys like Smith in the second half. And that's a pretty Euro step in there from Wyatt Adu, but he can't finish. But my man Wallace picks off that pass. Inside to Matt LeBlanc, knocked out of bounds. And it's going to stay with FHS. Moncton can't afford that type of careless slide ball turnover.
No, not at this moment.
No. Up to Robertson, swings over to Blackier. Blackier pops, back rim. Off to Njai. Big loping strides of Feli Njai. And Robertson and his coach, too, felt like maybe he had a charge, but J.P. Richard, the referee, said he put his 2 hands on him before he took the shoulder to the chest. Stays with Moncton. Screen for Njai. Popping out is McGovern. They swing it all the way back around to Njai. Hand off to Annevert. Fakes the handoff. Njai creates for Pyrick. Good offense, but Pyrick is short on the 3. And Blackier tough in there on the boards. Taking a foul and squeezing it. And I really like Blackier's game, too. You talked about how good he was in the second. He's really not. He's been kind of quiet here a little bit. A couple threes for them, and his penetration has been really good, but he's not been able to finish. But even without him being explosive, Robertson's made up for it. Bad sign for Moncton if Blackier gets going, too, but who cares?
Doesn't look like he needs to.
Who cares when you got Ewan Robertson? Automatic today is Robertson putting on a show. Speaking of a show, look at Annevert dancing in the lane, misses. Can't collect the rebound either, and FHS comes out. And look who it is. Oh, my goodness. Can't believe he missed. But Wallace on the rebound, blocked by Smith. McGovern comes back the other way, looking for his mate, Njai. Njai beats the top. Crossover behind the back, pull up for 2. Whew. He can stop on a dime and give you a J, can he, too?
Finally got a jump shot to go.
Yeah, his jumper hasn't been pure today. Wallace for 3, but long. Rebounded by McGovern. Here comes Njai again. He can handle. Those long arms. Going to find a teammate, and he does, and it's Annevert. Annevert takes the 3, but it's short. McGovern, though, runs it down, gets it to Njai. Njai's going to make a move here, and he does. And how smooth is that? Puts it in one hand and extends and finishes.
Very nice move.
You had that once, didn't you?
No.
That was never in your arsenal?
No.
Get out.
No. There was a time. No, never mind. Let's.
You were about to lie? Is that what's going to happen?
That's exactly what's going to be. And I'm looking at the amount of people that are watching this thing. Somebody could call me on it, and I wanted to be careful.
We're not in a court of law or anything. It's not going to. I mean, we can build the legend of.
For the 100 people here, somebody might know the truth. I don't want to mess that up.
Feli Njai finished the 3-point play. And FHS, are they going to. I mean, what are you going to do? I guess.
I'm not even talking about it anymore.
Maybe give it to Ewan Robertson, maybe? I don't know. That's probably a good idea. That's at least 5 threes for him. And probably being. Again, we don't have the stats in front of us, fans. We're just watching the game and enjoying it. Feli Njai misses it. Maybe somebody's keeping track out there in YouTube land and got their scorecards working. Feli Njai collects a rebound and going to go out to Annevert. And Annevert's going to finish. And what a weapon it is to have Feli Njai just to be able to make those outlet passes.
Yep. Can rebound and see over the defense and get it out to whoever's gone.
Yeah.
It's a great option.
Yeah, to have the vision and to have the athleticism to throw it, and picked off by Smith, and he's going to go back the other way. He's going to try to go coast to coast, and he finishes with the left hand. Nicely done. And another pick off by Pierre.
We're going up.
Go the other way, and that's a 2-handed slam for Feli Njai. And a little primal scream as they get back to 5 points. Njai with the flush, and it brings the Moncton High bench to their feet, and that's a big one. Back to 5 are the Moncton High Purple Knights on a charge. And this is without Nicholson in the game as well. Big stuff. If they can bridge the gap to get Nicholson back on the floor in the 4th with this squad that's out there, and they're going to need contributions from guys like Andrew Smith, who just had that coast-to-coast layup. You know, you got to figure you're going to see Gentry lead here in a bit.
Yep.
McGovern's been pretty solid in this quarter, so Moncton's going to need some guys. And right now, Feli Njai, the guy, is stepping up for Moncton High.
And again, it's not – because in the first half when they started to get down, we noticed that he was doing too much offensively looking to score.
Yep.
Now you're seeing how dominant of a player he can be by doing the other stuff. So basically, where are we lacking? Okay, I'll do that, right? And so, yes, I've got guys with hands that are going to finish if I get them the ball now.
Yep.
I know 3 people have to guard me.
Yep.
3 people have to guard me. If you leave one person with me, then I'll go get my 30 points. Right? Like, and so now what I'm noticing is he's making a lot better decisions in those situations than he was in the first half.
Yeah, and Annevert stepping in that passing lane, trying to disrupt some things. Some different guys on the floor here for FHS that haven't played. Yos Bayen, one of those names. Choi in the game as well. So going deep into the bench now with Moncton on the run. Interesting from FHS. And torn down by McGovern. Look at that lefty outlet pass to Andrew Smith. And he's going to finish with the right hand this time. So McGovern and Smith on the hookup, and now it's a 3-point game. And young Mr. Smith giving some minutes to Coach Neil Smith. And look at that backdoor move by Yos Bayen on the lay-in from Choi. So the 2 new arrivals onto the floor hookup and push the lead back out to 5. And a reach in there from Blackier, can't cut off Feli Njai with a Euro step and 2. And he's gone against the world a few times this game. That one worked out. Thanks to that Euro step. Choi at the foul line, out to Bayen. Fakes it to the middle and goes and gets it knocked away. Saved, but right to Andrew Smith, who gets it to his point guard, Annevert. Oh, and the dirty crossover by Annevert. He's going to take it all the way in. Thought he got hit, but wasn't. Yos Bayen pushes the floor up to Blackier. And he gets one to go. Had some trouble finishing today as Blackier, not like him. That's more like him. Converts on the break. And a nice move from Feli Njai in the corner. Up and through for 3. It's Taylor McGovern.
And that's the one Fredericton can't have start happening because Feli has been looking for McGovern in that corner a lot.
Absolutely.
And if that starts falling, that's going to be a problem because that penetrating kick is going to be there.
Look out, buckle your seatbelts. Two-handed jam again, and it's a tie game here in the Crandall University gym. What a run from Moncton High. And Annevert goes for that steal up top, and Blackier takes it away. And they have a man advantage, and he finds the right man in the corner. And Robertson gives the Jamal Murray.
It's subtle. He's not going to get fined.
He's not, no.
But you're going to know that he's having a night.
He's not going to give the Jamal Murray bow and arrow to the Moncton High bench.
Right.
He's going to give it to his own bench. And I like it. I like the confidence. Annevert sneaks in, comes up short. Yos Bayen looked like he might have stepped out, but kept control, and he's on the attack, and that is well broken up there by McGovern. So, man, this has been a fun game.
Yeah.
Taya.
Yeah.
Really fun game.
You got what you were asking for.
Yes. I enjoyed myself through every game. This is another level of enjoyment for me. Blackier off the 1-2 from McGregor. Hooks up his man. Unselfish as Ewan. Deadly backcourt connection, even without Lance Mumbercat. Again, fans, FHS doing this without their best player, arguably Lance Mumbercat. And another drop off there, Feli Njai, and he's probably nearing a double-double with points and assists as Feli Njai. As Dylan Pyrick counts it for 2, brings it back to 4, but inside Blackier. And I said it, if he starts to heat up along with, look out, the 2 of them together, that could be trouble. Robertson and Blackier, explosive. Feli gets called for steps, and that's one where you want him to gather. If he attracts some bodies, if he gathers, kick it. You just had your partner in the corner, McGovern, make one.
Yep.
You know.
And you got an assist down here under the hoop. Like,
yep.
don't go away from it.
Exactly. Nice cut from Robertson. Back to Choi. Out to Black here. Good closeout by Smith, though. And back out to Robertson. Up top to Wallace. Well played. Good setup there for Sam Grant, but he misses the three, and Feli Njai collects the board. Njai looking to attack again. Nice. Sets him up again. And again, he get 2 for 2. No, but no. Dylan Pyrick missed an opportunity there to crash the boards on the weak side. And Wallace collected. Black here. Over to Choi. Skip pass, and a nice skip pass to guess who. No, off the back rim for Robertson. And that's going to go back to Moncton High.
I mean, he missed the shot, but I'm going to say Moncton High got lucky that time. You got to know where he is.
Yeah, you
got to know where he is.
You got to identify him right now. And you can't just treat him like another guy on that offense.
He's having one of those days where he'll bury you if you don't figure him out.
Absolutely. And Annevert off the 1-2. A little bit of a break opportunity, a little bit of a numbers. And he uses it. Andrew Smith in the corner, doesn't want the three. Up top to Feli Njai. Look at that cut from Smith, and he finishes. And these are minutes. Did they ever need these minutes from Andrew Smith? He's been a key to this third quarter. FHS under 10. Choi misses. Njai gathers. He's going to have a couple. Oh, and he just turned it over. Had a shot at the end, but no harm done. And Moncton High with an excellent quarter brought it back to a tie game there at one point. And a little push at the end by FHS, but this is a game, fans. We got a 4-point game going to the fourth quarter with a spot in the final of the DNA Swag 2021 Men's Hoop Classic. As we pause for station identification or, a drink of water. So put yourselves in the coach's shoes there, Taya, going to this fourth quarter. After that run, after that strong third by Moncton High, what are these huddles you think like for either team?
Well, if I'm in the Moncton huddle, I'm encouraging my stars not to overdo. Just play your game. We built a good enough team around you that if you just play the game, it'll all work.
And you point at Andrew Smith, and you point at McGovern, and you point at their minutes that they gave you in that quarter.
You do what you're supposed to do, and your teammates will take care of you.
Will respond. Yep.
If I'm in the Fredericton huddle, I'm basically telling those guys, like, look, let's stay doing what we're doing. Black here is running the point like any good point guard I've ever seen. Right, like we were talking earlier about him being quiet, but what I did notice was he was just running the team.
And he was getting to the rim at will.
Right.
He just wasn't finishing the way he normally does.
But for everything else, he was just running the team. So the ball was getting to where it needed to be in the right spots. I don't know how many assists he's got off Robinson shots today, right? Like it's been
100%.
So if I'm coaching Fredericton, I'm in that mode. Like, okay, guys, here's the thing. They're going to try to make a push here now. We have to keep our heads right. And I don't think that that's something that he has to really preach to that group.
No, I doubt it at this point. Exactly.
They probably had that conversation completed before he got into the huddle. Yeah, Coach, we got it.
Yeah. Yeah, again, high IQ guys on FHS. You see that all over the place all the time, every year.
Yeah.
That never changes, no matter how the cycle goes through of these players. But so Jeremy Tipper on the floor for Moncton High. I wonder if something happened to Evan Aru. He's normally the backup big that would be playing those minutes. And a pickoff from Annevert. Big play by a big player. Oh, and I don't know. Did he travel there?
I don't think so.
I don't think he did either.
I don't think so. That one looked good to me.
And maybe he could have dropped it off to his teammate running the lane, but I don't think. I think that was a little bit bad luck for Moncton High, but Robertson filling that. Oh, look at that.
That's just great basketball. That's pretty basketball, man.
That's gorgeous, and Sam Grant was available to lay it in. Annevert.
So, folks, just a quick reminder, you're welcome to be in the gym tomorrow for a championship day.
Well, not everybody.
Right.
Not everybody. If you know a player or a coach.
And you got the ticket.
And then, give them the yo you up, give them that text.
Yep.
Find out what's going on. And,
be here to
Ewan
join
Robertson. Dropping dimes and banking home shots and making threes, and he's doing everything today. Push the lead back out to 8. Does Robertson. Feli Njai trying to finish. That's a wild one, though. Back into Njai. Can't finish. Follows his shot, but can't get it. Tough outlet. Made it to Black here. And he's going to try to finish. That's going to be a charge. Absolutely. Annevert steps in, anticipates that Euro step well.
They're gonna come back with their big now.
I was just going to say, how long do you think it'll be before he comes back in? And Coach Smith read my mind. Great minds think alike, or fools seldom differ. Take your choice on that one. We'll see.
As I sit out and just go ahead and find something to do over here.
I'll call myself a fool in that situation, too.
I got nothing.
All right. Just dropping a little Shakespeare on you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
good stuff.
Smith, who's been really terrific for Moncton High in the second half. How about the minutes of Smith? I mean,
He's
without
been
him,
solid today.
Where would they be in the second half without him? So Moncton staying close, but they need some stops here. And just rims out for Wyatt Adu, and a nice penetration there, just didn't go. Feli Njai on the attack. I thought he was going to spin, didn't need it. Laid it in with the right, and he's going to go to the line. Just when you think FHS might push it out again, back comes Moncton. And it's been Feli Njai, but it's been Andrew Smith. I mean, I think he's got 10 here in the second half by my count. And again, fans, we're not right next to the bench to know, but those are big points from him. And if Nicholson can get a little bit of handle on the paint without fouling here in the last 7.5 minutes for Moncton High, they might have something. It's been Wallace penetrates, shoots it over Nicholson. He doesn't mind that the big man's man in the lane. He's going to shoot over him. And Wallace, and there's Smith. He's going to try his hand again, just short with the jumper, and Blackyer on the rebound. Is he going to give it? No, smart play there. It wasn't quite there to Wallace. 1-2, back to Blackyer. How confident are they in each other? Just long there on that three. And the shot clock was reset with no touch of the rim, so they'll blow it dead and reset that. Well done by JP. What do you got to say there?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Yeah, you're the cat that ate the canary on that one.
Yeah,
you got something to say.
Nothing at all.
Robertson.
That canary was seasoned very well.
Good grief. And we're going to a timeout. But that, look, you see there, Nicholson, man in the middle. Robertson on the drive, couldn't get it over him, blocked shot. So if he can give him a presence in there for the rest of this game. So again, fans, FHS missing Lance Mumberket, and it's been Ewan Robertson, their grade 12 captain. We talked about him yesterday. His coach talks about how super focused he is on and off the floor at playing at the next level, and that guy is going to play somewhere next year.
Absolutely.
But also Owen Black here, his backcourt mate, only a grade 11 kid. He's got one more game. And he's one guy that last year they really were concerned about the development of the grade 11, of the grade 10s and 11s last year, not getting some time. Blackyer would have been on the varsity team last year, was on the varsity team, didn't get a lot of development because didn't get many games, but he wants to play a million miles an hour, and he does, and he's been tremendous today.
I've been completely blown away and impressed with the way, like I said, he's controlling the game and he's running his team.
Mm-hmm.
He's not. He's not gonna have 30 points at the end of the day, but the ball's going where it needs to go. They're getting settled into their offense. They're not playing too fast. They're not out of control because he's taking control of the game for them, right?
And you made a really good point before when we were talking about him. He's delivering the ball to Robertson in the pocket and on cue. Again, Robertson delivers. And I talked about Feli Njai nearing a double-double with his dimes and points, and you got to think that Blackyer's getting in on that too. Nicely done by Felly to get it out. Really nice give and go between McGovern and Nicholson. And 6-point game. MHS not giving up. Oh, nicely flashed to the post and inside to Sam Grant for 2. The delivery from Wyatt Adu, replacing Lance Membercat in the starting lineup.
You always worry when a team makes the extra pass if they're going to make one too many. And Fredericton has been perfect pretty much on making the extra pass, but just enough.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah. No, there's definitely the habit of overpassing in high school when it's not there. You get that into that. Oh, that worked the first time. I'm going to go right back to it again, and the defense adjusts. Well, FHS doesn't fall for that. They know where everybody's going to be all the time. And Felly Njai collects and scores right off the inbounds. What a quick one from Annavert. And again, back to 6. Trading hoops is Moncton staying in it as we approach the 6-minute mark.
Better find number 8.
Quarter. Jeepers, what a nice play there by Black here. And he did the you reach and I teach on that one because Annavert tried to take the ball from him and he had nothing. He had no part of that.
As a good buddy of mine says, that'll learn you.
And McGovern reigns in another 3.
5-point game.
So they're trading hoops for now as Moncton. They got to put a stop to that before long. McGovern's going to go, and look at the defense without fouling by Nicholson. So well done. Stays straight up. And he steps to the hoop. Does Njai just misses. That would have been a big one. Black here. He's going to push the pace again, and another charge. Annavert beats him to the spot. And FHS has a problem with it, but I don't. I think Annavert anticipated. I think he got pretty square on that one, Taya.
And he was on time.
Yeah.
He beat him there. He moved his feet. He didn't reach. He squared up and took the hit.
Yeah. Big fan of Annavert. Are you and I?
I recognize all of those things because I don't do any of them. So I knew what it was.
Right? That's a tough pass there from McGovern. Went wild. Neil Smith. That is not our zone offense.
He would know.
He would know. I mean, he's a coach.
Yeah.
I'm going to trust him on this. I'm going to believe him on this.
Yeah.
Neil, before the game, I was surprised he came up to me and said he really appreciates what we're doing up here.
Yeah.
Given the burn we give him on a regular basis, look at that. It is such pretty offense. And missed shot by Grant, but he just follows his shot and gets it, and up by Black here. They are. Look at the hustle there.
Great work.
By the freshman, or the grade 10, pardon me, Cam Evans. I'm still stuck back in mid-90s mode when grade 10 was a freshman. God, I'm old. I've done that 100 times. I'm going to do it again, too. I know it. Whatever.
Hey, man, I got your back.
Evans catches it. Oh, Annavert picks his pocket.
I'll be sure to make sure every time you slip up, I'll leave a great awkward silence for people to know that you did.
Oh, I have your support 100%. Obviously.
All the time, man.
Pyrick's going to launch a big 3. Nicely handled there. Smith back inside again, comes up a little bit short though. And Evans digs it out. Robertson, he's going to go on the attack. That time, Annavert gets the block. But I love, man, he's trying to take that charge every time.
Yeah.
God, he's a hard-nosed kid. Love it.
Yeah, out there looking for the charge.
Yeah.
There must be some kind of prize on their roster for taking charges.
Well, speaking of prizes, I was just thinking something that we'll talk about the Mowat bursary, that the Mowat family bursary later in the game. I'm going to give a little reading here our next time out.
Okay.
Or at the end of the game, and they give and what they're giving it out as is a sportsmanship award, and I think Xander Annavert is a guy.
Yeah.
He plays super hard, and is also a
really nice guy.
Nice kid, and he's the kind of guy that knocks you over and then goes right over and picks you up.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that one too to Nicholson from Pyrick, and he loves it.
Gives himself a whoop for the time drop. No one else is going to. I'll do it too.
Sometimes you got to.
I'll do it too, Dylan. I loved it. That was a pretty pass. Blackyer to the corner, and the three launched up by Sam Grant. Haven't seen that part of his game, but he picked a good time to bring it out.
Yeah, and that definitely hurts a little if you're Moncton High.
Wow, and Sam, that's the stuff that kills you. The role players making big threes late, right? And a turnover there from Smith. And FHS has a chance to push out this lead a little bit. Fumbled by Blackyer, but then he goes right back on the attack. Doesn't finish, and then hits him out of bounds, and it's going back to Moncton High.
It's a very important possession for MHS right now.
Massive.
They need to score on this possession, and obviously Coach Smith knows it too.
Yeah.
He's coming back he's going back to his guys.
Yep. He's got McGovern, who's made a couple threes from that corner. He's got Njai. He's got Annivert. He's got Nicholson. He's got Pyrick. And these are the 5 guys that if they're going to win, they're going to win with. Nicholson setting a screen in the corner there, wiggling baseline. What body control.
Yeah, that was a good
Didn't
take.
look like there was any space there at all. But
in fact, I was just about to complain about it and say, bad decision, get off that baseline.
Nicholson with a big defensive play at the other end. Annivert kind of loses his balance, blows the tire. That felt like when he had to throw up or else he was going to twist his ankle. Annivert felt like maybe he was hit, but it looked like he just kind of lost his balance. And that was a big one. And MHS, every possession big now.
Yep.
At this stage of the game.
Yeah, this would be a huge stop. If they got to stop right now, this would be a huge stop.
And Wallace back up to Robertson, over to Black here, into the corner to Evans. Grade 10's getting key minutes here for Fredericton High with Mumberket missing into the corner. And is that going to be a role player making it a 3? No, it's rimmed off, and Pyrick with the good box out on Evans. And Feli Njai, ball in his hands, 2:38 clock running, fourth quarter. Off to Annivert, back to Feli Njai. He wants the 3 for the tie, and he gets it! Big one from the 45-degree angle for Feli Njai.
What a luxury to have Njai and Annivert to handle the ball for you.
Njai picks off the pass, and he's going to try to go coast to coast. And well defended there by Robertson to get back. What a big play by him. One amongst a million in this game by Mr. Robertson. So here comes, we're getting stalked now, so it's player of the game time. It's player of the game time for us. So we know it's Robertson for FHS. And for Moncton, do we go with Feli Njai?
I think Feli Njai should have it. Yeah,
I guess
between his assists and scoring and the way he's playing, they're in the game because of what he's doing.
Yeah.
So
and he just gave him the lead, 2-point lead. Feli Njai, 5 big ones. Robertson back rims a 3 and rebounded by Annivert to Njai. So Moncton, all of a sudden, sees in control of this matchup late. Feli off to Annivert. Look at the feed off the left hand to Pyrick in the finish.
way to get control of that, too.
Where did that come from? Magician, Annivert. And no finish at the other end by Black. You're calling for the foul, and it's 5-on-4 Moncton if they hurry. They're not. They're going to back it back out. Man, that was the play of the game for me, that left-handed feed from Annivert into Pyrick, and that finish wasn't easy. Pyrick, I did it once. I only did it once, Mr. and Mrs. Pyrick, wherever you are. Get out. Get out. Yes. The
Feli Njai has definitely figured out that it's winning time.
Yeah, it's winning time. And he has come and joined the party, and it is he's trying to seal the win here for Moncton late. And man, the story's really been FHS all of a sudden empty possessions right in a row here in the fourth quarter, and Moncton catching in on the other end. I think it's what are we at, an 8-0 run here at least?
Yeah, it's got to be.
So now FHS suddenly finds himself down 6 late, and what's the recipe to
There's
cook up?
There's a ton of time left. Calm down.
Yeah.
Relax. This is what we do. This is how we win championships, and we do win those. So just relax and let's go get one.
Yeah.
Right? I'm willing to bet that he's basically preaching don't panic. We're good here. We're okay. This isn't a bad place to be. We're only down 6 points.
Mike King has been in this situation as a player and a coach
way too many times to count.
More than one occasion. So.
And I think if you're Moncton, same conversation, except you're reminding your guys that they are not going to panic.
Yeah.
So you can't just assume
the
this
game
is over yet.
And and FHS has to have something cooked up for defending Felly and Jai in the last minute here of play. So they're not. You're right, not panicking, taking their time, getting what they want. Black, you're set it up, and that is exactly what they wanted. They didn't get it. Look at the rebound. My goodness. Cam Evans was up in the air for that one. The grade 10.
And this is it. You're going to get decisions. You're going to get decision-making and execution now.
And that is 5 fouls on Nicholson. But you know what? Let's not discount the minutes Nicholson gave them. No. Came in at the 8-minute, 45-second mark, somewhere around there. Yep. Played all the way to the final minute. And he made a difference in there defensively.
Absolutely.
More than once.
Well, I mean, you can't just start chucking up finger rolls and stuff like that when you've got somebody like Nicholson
in there. Exactly, right?
You know?
Yeah, he stymied Robertson a couple of times, grabbed some boards. So,
and I mean, we talked about, Black Hair having a hard time finishing at the hoop. You got to give some of that credit to Nicholson.
100%. 100%. So 14 on the clock for FHS. Speaking of defending Felly and Jai, do you think that was a part of that discussion for the last time out?
Absolutely.
And how do you think they're going to handle that? Just play them straight up and put their best man on them, or do you think they run at him, get the ball out of his hands?
I think Coach King would probably have the attitude of if he's gonna beat us, it's gonna have to be jump shooting.
Yep. Yep. So give him a step and a turnover from FHS, and now they got to start fouling because they're not at 5 fouls yet. That's a smart one right there. You can see Coach King give him a foul, give him one, because we've got to get into a position where when we're given one, we're putting them on the line. And Njai, and is he the guy that they want on the line? And there it is, giving it to Annevert. Philly Njai, they're looking for a. Yeah, don't think you're going to get that one.
Yeah, just go for the win, Coach Smith.
And Ewan Robertson comes up. Come on, man, you're trying to get me for an unsportsmanlike?
Yeah, chances are Coach Smith has had him in a camp at some point over the years. Like, he's probably going over there. Coach Smith, relax.
Name a player that Coach Smith hasn't had in a camp. Find me one.
Right.
I coached his son way back in the day at one point, who was a terrific high school player.
Very good ball player.
Three is missed, and here it is. This is going to be the end of it. Annevert dribbles through. Now that's going to be an intentional. That's going to be that's how you get an unsportsmanlike. You grab him from behind. So that's going to be one there from Liam Wallace.
Unfortunately, Coach Smith still doesn't look satisfied. Like, you got one. Sit down and relax. You got one.
This is exciting for the local fans. It's always nice when we got local teams in the final, and we're guaranteed one now.
Yeah.
Well, guaranteed. Should I say that with 30 seconds left?
Yeah, you can. I think
we've
I
seen
think
none of your things.
I think with this 8-point lead right now, it's realistic that Annevert might take it to 9.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel good about that. And they have the ball back. I'd say that this one is done.
So tomorrow, MHS will await the winner of Sussex High School. Oh, nice play there by Njai. Well done by Njai. And Sussex High, Bernice McNaughton High is our next game, and await the winner.
That'll determine the finals.
And that's going to be another fun one. Fans, if you're watching this, you're entertained, and you've loved this game, stick around for the next one.
We're showing 146 on our YouTube channel right now.
Well, let's get a bigger number than that for the next game. Hopefully you all stick around, because that's going to be a barn burner. We got a couple of the Matthias Muscroft from Sussex is a must view. Believe me.
Now there's a term I haven't heard in a long time.
What's that?
The old barn burner.
Barn burner?
Yeah, old barn burner.
I'm an old man, man. I don't know what to say.
The barn burner.
I'm gonna give you terms like barn burner at some point.
I'm gonna stop you there because we've had a great broadcast. I want to finish strong.
You think I'm gonna go awry on you there?
I felt that taken off. I'm just gonna get a hold of it.
All
real
right,
quick.
all right, no problem. And when I pull out the accents, you think it's time to pull the reins a little bit?
Yeah, and folks, you couldn't see it, but he had a curl in his lip and everything. Like it was getting pretty intense over here.
I'm an Albert County Tingley. I'm allowed to do that. And FHS now. Robertson's going to try for another three here late. It's missed, and an and one for Wallace as the buzzer draws near. That's the one where
Coach Smith.
Yeah, just get away from them, would you?
Those are the ones that give coaches like Coach Smith headaches.
Yeah. You're up by 8. Just get away from them. Doesn't get the 3. No, stay away from them. Stay away from him, Dylan Pyrick. But Evans misses the turnaround.
Your teammates are all upset now because they know that even though we won this game, Coach Smith's going to come in this locker room and talk about that last foul.
Be mad about something. So Moncton High School on to the final, the DNA Swag Hoop Classic. And, man, they reset the clock real quick. What was the final score there? I missed it. Anyway, Moncton High onto the championship game with a big win. Big second half comeback over the FHS Black Cats. Congrats to loyal viewer Tim LeBlanc. Surely one of those 100 and whatever we got going on there. Shout out to Timmy. His kid's on the team. Hurt right now, not playing. Played at Moncton High. And he's watching and giving us kudos, so kudos right back, Timmy.
You got to learn that name
because
that's a
Ewan Robertson. It's not that tough, Taylor. Come on, Dave Taylor
great.
from DNA Swag presenting, and Feli Njai from Moncton. He came up big late.
When they needed him.
Yeah, when they needed him. So shout out to Feli, but lots of contributions. I want to give a special shout out to Andrew Smith. That third quarter of Moncton High's wouldn't have gone as well as it did without the 10 points that double figures he put on the board. So good on him, and good on Dylan Pyrick too. Had a strong game. Annevert came off the bench in the second half, and your man that said you thought he was the key, Big Red in the corner, McGovern made a few threes, and Moncton High excited about being in the DNA Swag Hoop Classic final, and we'll be excited to have them. All right, fans, so join us in just over 30 minutes for our second semifinal. The Sussex High Sonics trying to run the wheel and put the clamps on the Bernice McNaughton Highlanders. And Bernice McNaughton will hope to put 2 local teams in the final. We'll see you back here in 30.